right. And with that, we're live. And we're just about ready to be live. I know, if I'm live, I should be ready to be live, right? But we're getting there. Let's pull this up. This here. Okay. And yeah, we're about ready. I just gotta plug my headphones in. That noise. Get all of my things together. So we're gonna be checking out a bunch of stuff today. There is, first of all, the dev cast for Borderlands 4, which is basically, they're like, if you remember the combat cast from Mortal Kombat, it's kind of like that. This is where they announced some new details about the DLC that's coming. I want to hope that they also showed off the new Vault Hunter gameplay, because we got his announcement months ago and we still haven't seen any of his gameplay. So I'm hoping for that. But we will have to wait and see, I guess, because we're going to watch it right now in a couple minutes. Then there is also a character breakdown for Alan the Alien, and there was also one for Duplicate that I hadn't already seen, so we're going to check out both of those. There's the 2XKO weekly newsletter thing. I don't think there's any, like, leaks or anything exciting in there, but we're going to check it out just in case, just because. And I think that's it. We could also talk about the 2XKO patch, but it doesn't actually affect me that much. My characters didn't really get too impacted by this patch. Oh my gosh. But there are some new bugs in the game, I guess. And then just generally it's feeling a little bit buggy since it's right after the patch. So we'll get into all of that. We'll get into all of that in this live stream. Probably within that order. And then maybe there's something else that I forgot about that we could react to that we'll get into as well. But I think I'm ready to get started, get going. So yeah, let's do it. I got to send out the live stream. I got to do some basic housekeeping stuff like posting my most recent video. So let's start with that. The weekly upload for this week, I actually had a longer video planned. I'm working on like a Content Wars video. If you've never seen my Content Wars series, it's just talking about the different streaming services, you know, what their goal is, why they're competing, how they're competing. Sometimes I review the streaming apps themselves. Haven't done them in a minute, but I want to talk about the Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount whole deal. Still want to do that video, but I didn't get it done in time, so instead I posted one of my reactions from our last live stream, which is going to be the Lanterns trailer. So if you haven't already seen that, I'm posting it in chat for you right now at this moment. Wait, did it post? Okay, now it did. I'm still kind of on the fence about Lanterns, but I'm going to check it out. Like, I'm not going to give I 100% know how I feel right now based off of the trailer. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to give it, a fair chance and see how I like it. But nothing in that trailer really excited me, It looks very standard, like a police buddy cop, police procedural type thing. I want to see what the superhero stuff is, what the space stuff is, It's a Green Lanterns. It's got to have all of that. I don't mind it being a cop thing because, for some people, Green Lanterns are cops. In my opinion, they're more like a military force because they do more like protecting and patrolling than investigating and arresting. But, we'll see. It's all close enough, I guess. And I also just dropped a shorts video where I'm just briefly talking about every single movie that's nominated for Best Picture this year, because I've seen them all. I watched the last one this weekend. The last one I had to watch was Sentimental Value, and I checked it out. So I made a little shorts video. And I'll post that in chat as well. Oh, also the Alan the Alien gameplay trailer for Invincible Versus, that's in chat as well. So now with that, I think you guys got most of my recent videos. There's also my Scary Movie trailer reaction. There's some more Invincible Versus reactions from like last week and the weeks before and all of that. But that's good enough for right now. Let's get into it. What is up, everybody? It's me, J-Rod, the filmmaker, former film major, frequent fighting gamer from Philadelphia. And we're back with another live stream. This one was kind of spontaneous. I think yesterday I decided I wanted to do it once I saw that they were doing the Borderlands devcast thing today. I was like, oh, I would love to react to that. So we decided to do this stream and react to it. The other stuff, like the Alan the Alien stuff, was a little bit more unexpected. But I was like, hey, I'm going to do a stream anyway. So let's get it all in there. Let me also send out the live streams, and then we're not going to waste too much time because I don't want to be here for too long. I'm thinking like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we should be good. I don't want to go longer than like, I don't want to go till 8 because at 8 is when TNS starts for 2XKO. And I've been watching it almost every week. I've been enjoying it. This is going to be an important week because of the new patch. This is probably, until we get to a major tournament, an offline tournament, this is probably going to be the biggest test of the new 2XKO patch that we have until then. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, even though like TNS 2XKO has been pretty diverse. There has been like Braum players winning, some Darius players up there, some Blitzcranks up there. So I expect it to be even more diverse this week now that Yasuo got shot in the foot. Well, I think Echo got shot in the foot and Yasuo got shot in his spinal cord is how people are reacting to the patch. I don't play either of those. I do play a little bit of Echo, but I still haven't learned all of his tricks and shenanigans yet, so I'm not like good enough with him to really play him online. I only play him to do challenges and stuff. But my main team right now is Caitlyn and Vi still, and that's still who I'm rocking with. Let me check something real quick, and then we can get into it. Did we lag? Okay, no. We didn't lag. Ugh. Let me check something real quick, and we can get started while I send out the stream. The skyscrapers causing. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll in the free world, as Nardwar would say. Oh, also I gotta put my headphones in before we actually get into it. But what was I talking about? Talking a little bit about 2XKO, but then something else popped in my head that I wanted to talk about, and then I completely forgot it. 2XKO, Invincible versus Borderlands. Speaking of Borderlands, if you're keeping up with my Borderlands playthrough, if you have not been, it's linked down in the description below. You can start from the beginning. It's Borderlands and Wonderlands, so it's actually 2 playthroughs in one playlist, plus some bonus videos. But if you are keeping up, you would know that we are at the penultimate episode, which means the next episode of Borderlands will be my finale for the story mode, for the main quest, I'll say, because, we're about to look at the DLC story, so they're going to add some new stuff. And the finale is actually going to go up on Monday noon Eastern. I'm already editing it. It might go up early for channel members, so if you're a channel member, you get access to it probably either tomorrow or Saturday. Channel members should be able to check it out. And then if you're not a channel member, you're just a subscriber, or you just check out the channel here and there, the video will be up for everybody Monday at noon Eastern. The finale, we're taking on the final boss. We take on like 3 different bosses in this one video. One of the bosses has 2 stages, and then there's just straight up another secret boss that we got to take out before we finish the game. But I've been finished the game for a couple months now, because I record the playlist in advance. So I know how it ends. I know how I feel about the story, but for those of you, I'm waiting for everyone to see my playthrough to know how I feel about the story. I don't want to spoil it. All right, let me grab a screenshot so I can post it on like TikTok and Instagram. Oh, also my TikTok is kind of, not to toot my own horn, but the TikTok is kind of blowing up. You guys might not believe this, but you can actually go on TikTok. If you know who Billie Eilish's brother Phineas is, go on his page and look at his reposts. One of my videos is in his reposts. He just reposted one of my videos a couple days ago. Bro has like 4 million followers. So my notifications have been sort of blowing up ever since. My followers are going up, which is nice. We should be at or around 1,000 followers on TikTok. But if you don't believe me, check it out. That's my @ right there, YouTube_JRod. I've actually been meaning to change that for a long time, but I never got around to it. But check out the TikTok. It's blowing up. The YouTube subscribers and TikTok followers are always going back and forth, but TikTok is crushing us right now. So if you guys want to fight back, make sure you're subscribing on YouTube. We're close to 1,000 on here as well. And actually, 1,000 kind of means a little bit more on YouTube than it does on TikTok. Not that it doesn't mean a lot on TikTok, because it does. But there's a lot of like milestones and things that I'll be able to do once we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So make sure you guys are subscribing. If you're new here, if you're not new here, if you're already subscribed, tell someone else about it and they can also subscribe. But yeah, I'm always looking at the analytics, and TikTok and YouTube are always like, YouTube was on top for a long time because I've had it for much longer, but then TikTok passed it for a minute, then YouTube passed it, then TikTok passed it again. So I'm trying to get YouTube back on top. But you know, if we hit that 1,000 on TikTok, I got to start doing live streams on TikTok as well. Either multi-streams like I've done before, or just straight up TikTok live streams for the people over there. Because, you know, I got to show them some love as well. All right, let's click over here. Let's set up the window capture for this. Boom. All right, and we're about to get into it with the devcast. Okay, everything is ready to go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Gearbox Devcast. I'm Andrew Reiner,
Let's see what
one of your
the
humble
DLC
hosts and one of the heads of creative at Gearbox.
Hi, and I'm April Johnson, the Associate Director of Narrative here at Gearbox Studios.
And just as a reminder, this Devcast is your way to hear directly from our development team on all of our games at Gearbox.
Anything that we've got cooking, anything we're about to release, we want to be able to talk to you, the community, about it. So, who do we got today, Reiner?
We have Josh Jeffcoat, who is currently wearing the cap of Creative Director over at Gearbox. Hello, Josh.
Okay. Hey, how you doing? My name is Josh Jeffcoat. I've been here at Gearbox for about 20 years now. I'm the lead enemy designer, but for the purposes of Story Pack 1.
Okay, before we get into it, yeah, they just gave 3 different titles. Like he said, lead creative designer, and then the lower third said something else, and then he said lead enemy designer, creative designer, enemy designer, and then the lower third said game designer. So I guess this bro has a lot of hats, no pun intended, like literal hats. But it's kind of interesting that you got one guy doing a bunch of jobs all at once. I guess it changes the, like, if you're trying to get the main game out, you probably are overseeing the entire game, and then once you focus in on a DLC, then people can get these like smaller focused positions to keep the DLC going or whatever. But yeah, I'll let them
creative director.
And that's what we're diving into today. We're looking at Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned.
The first story pack is going to be a brand new adventure, and it's going to give you all new missions and a unique region that will expand the story of Borderlands lore. And you can explore all that jazz with our newest Vault Hunter, Cash.
This is our first gameplay of Cash. Well,
this
is just a little shot of Cash.
Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned releases on March 26th.
Okay.
How are we feeling about that, Jeffcoat?
I cannot tell you how excited I am. This is the
I'm
first
excited for Cash,
even
though I've not played as any of the other
out there to
Vault
finally see this story that we have
still
to
just
tell.
only played as
trying to make
Rafa.
this thing as good as we can for everybody, and we're just kind of glad to be able to show it off.
So Josh, let's dive into it. Let's kind of set the stage for people on what Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned is. Let's start with kind of the story. Where are players going to be taken here?
Also,
Mad
let's see
Ellie and the Vault of the Damned is a new story pack DLC.
Game.
It's out in a big glacier. You're going to basically kind of find yourself in the wilderness, not really sure how you got there or what you're even going to be doing.
Okay.
But
how do we
basically,
get there?
you're looking for Ellie. She's been lost ever since Borderlands 3, and Moxie is a little concerned about her and kind of wants you to help figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, this story DLC kicks off with Moxie right away. She kind of puts you on a mission no matter who you're playing as, and you're taking, as you said, to a new biome that is kind of tied in with the moonfall element of Elpis coming down from the sky, crash landing in a new area. I don't know where it's set, North Pole, South Pole, but it is a frozen region of Kairos.
Interesting. So
where is it going to be on the
wanted
map?
To explore in this
is it
DLC
a smaller map?
Was sort of what happened to Elpis. We visited a little bit of that during the main game.
Open world. Yes, we went to Elpis. That was one of my favorite parts.
We had a whole game set on Elpis, the pre-sequel,
7.
and I kind of wondered what happened to all of that when a moon gets teleported across the galaxy, crashes into another planet, and just kind of breaks up in the sky. So you'll find chunks of Elpis, like whole large areas have crashed down
We're gonna get
Kairos
Elpis Easter eggs,
sort of embedded themselves,
more
and
than we
things may
got.
be growing together in a way that you might not expect.
I remember those meetings where it was all starting to come together, and then we started to establish kind of the connective tissue between Guns, Love, and Tentacles and the pre-sequel. Can you kind of walk through some of those elements?
The initial pitch was really focused on the pre-sequel and trying to pick up some plot threads from there. But while we were trying to establish what characters we wanted to bring back and who we wanted to be talking to, we really, really loved Mancubus from Guns, Love, and Tentacles, and we realized that he was such a really good way to bring a whole bunch of weird stuff together all in the same place.
Well, that kind of leads me into, story packs, extra like additional content. It's historically where Gearbox has been able to get like a bit weirder. It's how we ended up with a talking Sorin, Badassosaurus. So was there anything for Mad Ellie
Honestly,
that
their
you were like,
story
this is where I
expansions
want to get
have
weird.
been pretty
this
good
is what is important to me.
so
This is like what we're able to do
one.
and explore in this that maybe we couldn't be able to touch on in a main game.
So one of the things that I was really excited to kind of delve into was we were allowed to just make a horror experience. That's not something that we've done at Gearbox before. Honestly, I'm so grateful that we were allowed to do that. Even from like silly jump scares to like these really long extended sequences where things are just really, really tense and we're just trying to like ratchet things up like creepier and weirder and stranger. We've never had an environment that allowed us to do that in any real way before. And so this DLC has been about letting our level art team go nuts with some really horrific, weird shit.
Josh, Mancubus is back. The Lodge is not back, but now he has a speakeasy that has quite the different atmosphere. What can players expect from it?
It's a very interesting place.
Whoa,
we actually got to record a live jazz band just to kind of set the mood. It's definitely a very different feel whenever you get to go in there, and you'll be visiting that several times throughout the story.
And I highly recommend players do the side mission that takes you into the basement. And I won't say why, but it is awesome. But we have a huge
There was a basement side mission in Guns, Love, and Tentacles.
Fan favorites that are returning.
I don't think it was anything
Who
crazy.
Who players
though.
expect to meet?
We have a number of characters coming back. Obviously, Ellie. She's right there in the title, so there's no hiding that. Also with Ellie will be Crazy Earl. Crazy Earl famously also on Sanctuary 3 down in the cargo hold with Ellie, and you'll kind of figure out why they both crashed together. We also have some returning characters from pre-sequel. Pickle is making his famous comeback here. I know not everybody loved Pickle. He was kind of an annoying little brat in pre-sequel, but he's grown up. He's many years older now.
That's crazy. I wanted to see Pickle when we went to Elpis.
A dirty little thief
in the story, so that's
so at this point we've had a couple bounty packs released, but this, when we talk about like, what you're going to get to be exploring this biome,
where
sort
is
of setting you
Tina?
up for. This is a whole ass experience, right? We're having main missions, side missions,
where's Brick?
Contracts, kind of all those ways to explore the maps, including maybe some new enemies.
Oh, for sure, yeah. We actually have some returning enemies from pre-sequel. The Kragans are making a reappearance. We have some other new enemies that we've never done before. The Doll Army is returning, but maybe in a slightly different format than you last remembered them. That'll be a lot of fun to discover.
Look at the
main missions, side missions,
mechs,
micro missions, activities, collectibles.
Those look sick.
That I think you're gonna have a lot of fun running through.
And I know, like, on the narrative side, like, some of the conversations we had with you, with, like, some of the writers who were working on it, was, like, the discussion on, like, well, Elpis, they speak Space Australian. So it was, like, having that conversation of how we would bring that back and, like, what enemies might have that accent, and then, like, having to learn Australian slang to make sure that it felt, like, authentic to that pre-sequel experience.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Space
that was actually one of the things I wanted to make sure that we did right, because the pre-sequel was originally co-developed with 2K Australia, and they actually recorded all of the temp dialogue for the game while we were making it. Okay. And that sort of accidentally influenced that game to have a very Australian feel that we didn't really plan for. It just sort of happened. And so the bandit army that appears in the pre-sequel, the Scavs, we basically just said, okay, you guys are just Australian. It just really worked out for pre-sequel. And so whenever we were bringing the Scavs back, we had to record all new bandit
Interesting, because there weren't any Scavs Australian flavor
so I guess they all crashed
to Earth.
Yeah, the journey that you end up taking in this DLC is extraordinary, right? You kind of start in this frozen tundra, and then you go into areas where you're like, how many tentacles is too many? You know, like, and even as you're looking at your tentacles, it's like, what is going on here? There's things that are tracking me, playing tricks on my eyes. You really ratchet up the horror element as this unfolds. You think you're getting something, you're comfortable with that one frozen biome, but you really explore areas both above ground and underground that I don't think players are gonna expect. Can you kind of talk about the journey?
We're very careful with the way that we sort of gate the entrance into those worlds and into those new areas so that the story is really what's driving that whole experience.
I'm curious. Am I going to be able to go into this
in doing so, that really lets us have a much more deliberate experience and a much more controlled experience so that we can make sure that like how weird something gets like increases the further into the story you get. Or the difficulty of the enemies can increase and the complexity of the things you're able to do increases as you go progress through that whole story.
What level do they need to be to just start to get in? How accessible is this going to be for 50. Someone to just pick up and start playing?
Probably won't say 50.
We actually have 2 ways to get into the new DLC. As long as you've completed the first 4 missions of the game, you will find a new mission is available to you in Zadra's lab, and you'll be able to start the new DLC directly from there. But if you wanted to start a new character, maybe because we just released a new character, you can do that right from the main menu. You don't have to progress through anything. You can just start directly into it, and you will automatically create that character for you at an appropriate level of 13. That's basically the earliest that you can get into the DLC, and you can just start from there immediately.
Low level cap. I'm level 50.
What kind of went into some of this?
And they're going to do the universal progression thing, so all my characters should be level 50.
Kind of play up the madness more. Where was the balance you kind of struck there?
Discovery and exploration are always really huge for me specifically. I got my start in this industry as a level designer, and wanting to build environments and sort of take players on a journey has always been the thing that I wanted to do the most when making games.
So we've got a whole new story to explore. We're getting main missions. We're getting side missions. We certainly didn't forget about all of y'all out there who enjoy photo mode and making your Vault Hunters look as customized as possible.
We need new skins, not vehicle skins, not color palettes, not head customization. We need new body customization. Okay, it says 4 Vault Hunter bodies, but these are just color palettes, bro. You can't pull one over on us. These are just color palettes. We need body customizations. There are only 3 body customizations. 2 I think you get as soon as the game starts, and then there's 1 more you can get from doing all of specific challenges. We need way more body customizations because they literally, like, that's one of the things they told us we would have in the beginning of this game. Head customization and body customization. We've had color palettes and head customizations since like 2. Maybe we didn't have head customizations in 2. I gotta go back and check. I think we did. But color palette changing, that's been in the game since like 1 or 2. That's not something new. They need to add more bodies in this game. I don't know why they would add the ability to customize your body and put a different outfit on your Vault Hunter and then not actually add those things. I've seen other people complaining about it. I've complained about it myself. So I know that they know, but when are we actually going to get more body customizations? And there's a bunch of stuff they could do. We could get the Traunt heavy armor for Harlow. I almost forgot her name completely. Traunt heavy armor for Harlow. Rafa has the Tediore like armor, soldier armor that he wore in his character short. We need that for Rafa. Vex has a different outfit in her character short when she worked in retail. Don't know what they could do for Amon, but I mean, shoot, they could figure it out. Like, it doesn't seem that hard. Even if they just did like, they chose a manufacturer, right? And they said, okay, here's a Tediore outfit, and then all of the Vault Hunters get a Tediore outfit. Here's a doll outfit, and then all the Vault Hunters get a doll outfit. just like one at a time. I mean, obviously it would be applicable to all of the Vault Hunters, but you can just drop one body customization at a time. I don't get why they're not doing that. They're not talking about it. Why do we have, 4 vehicle skins, 4 weapon skins, 2 heads, 100 echo frames, and then we just got head skins and palettes in the stone demon thing that just dropped. We got some for Christmas. We got some in the patches before. Why are they updating everything every patch except for body customizations? Doesn't make sense for me. And we all want body customizations, bro. I don't know why they act like we don't. We do. They know we do. So yeah, they got to get on that. They got to fix that.
We're going to have new skins for Echo 4, for your vehicles, and for the Vault Hunters. And not only that,
they say
we are going to
skins,
get new
but they
heads
mean
for
color
all the Vault
palettes.
Hunters, including
Okay.
Cash. So don't worry.
Here is one alternate Vault Hunter body for Cash. That's cool, but it makes sense to get one for Cash because the other Vault Hunters have 3. I guess Cash is going to launch with 2. Maybe he has a third one that they've already, that's going to be in there. But they know this is what we want. This is what we need for all of the Vault Hunters, not just for Cash. Because the head customizations in this game are good. The skins are, the color palettes are good. The weapon skins are good. The Echo 4 skins are good. Why would we not get body customizations, which are the most impactful thing to actually make these customizations stand out and look sick? The helmets, the head customizations that they added with the Stone Demon update, they're like mechs and kaiju heads. They all look really sick. Give us a body customization to go with it. I really don't get it. But
you're going to have plenty of opportunities to make your
this stuff for Cash looks good. I want to see Cash gameplay though.
Lots of player cosmetics coming, lots of new legendaries, a couple of new pearls are coming, and a lot of bosses that you can fight over and over and over again.
I don't even have any pearls.
Nice.
I've been playing since the update, but I have none.
What's the ballpark number here?
I'd actually have to go look just to be sure. But yeah, we're trying to give you guys lots of guys to fight, and lots of fun to have.
And there's going to be a legendary chase associated with each one of those bosses, right?
Oh yeah, we have dedicated drops for all those boss fights.
Fantastic, and that reroll machine is just going to be there ready to take your money.
There's enough weapons in the game.
I mean, obviously, the enemy designer, it is important for me that people can play the content that my team made.
Obviously, someone who really likes Endgame and has been farming ever since the game came out, they'll probably say more legendaries, more pearls, more guns, more guns, more guns. But for me, who is just playing the game at a relatively slow pace, I care more about the narrative stuff than I care about the farming. I think we got enough guns. Work on some damn body customizations and then you can give us more guns. Even if you do give us more guns, y'all just came out with pearlescence a couple weeks ago and now we're already getting more pearlescence. Take someone who is on the gun design team and make them work on body customizations, bro. You guys are bugging.
Nice.
Yeah. All the bosses are going to be replayable in some form or fashion. Not all of them are tied with Moxie's replay machine, but the ones that are not will appear in one of our new activities, the Nightmare Rift.
Ooh, spooky.
Go on. What is that?
Tell us more.
So the Nightmare Rift is sort of our new version of world bosses. It's a very similar concept with a little bit different flavor. We had to make it horror, so we made it horror.
Now, before we maybe get into just a
few
questions
it's gonna be
the community has been
Bordello
asking
or
about
an
this
arena.
new content that is coming up, is there anything else that you desperately want to make sure that people are thinking about or looking forward to, or maybe anything that you want to hint they might be experiencing in Mad Ellie?
One of the things that I am particularly proud of, and this is very silly.
We love silly.
I know. More than anyone else, and I'm just going to toot my own horn here, I am probably responsible for swimming existing at all in Borderlands.
No, you are. 100%.
100%. You don't swim a lot.
We did it in a very conservative way.
In the main game,
For main game.
There's not a lot of swimming at all.
For the story pack, again, I'm always trying to push boundaries and provide more ways for players to be able to explore the world around them. Full, real swimming. You can go underwater and explore all sorts of areas that you never had access to.
Underwater swimming.
Within the story pack itself.
I'm glad that you finally got what you wanted.
I'm a very old man, and first-person shooters have been doing that since the mid-'90s. Right. So it's always been it's just another avenue of exploration, and it gives you such a different way to interact with the world when gravity doesn't really apply anymore.
So in our Borderlands canon, there's a lot of different versions of vaults, right? A vault on Promethea is going to be different than a vault on Kairos. And so while this is Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned, this is going to be a different kind of vault. Can you tell us a little bit about
what's in a Vault of the Damned?
Sure. So in this case, the vault really is sort of the culmination of this whole story that we're telling. It's kind of a dark and scary place, and it's really sort of more story driven than anything else, because it's really the focal point of all the narrative threads all meet in this one place together. So hopefully we can have players experience something truly horrific to see, but also, you know, it was a fun experience running through it.
We'll file this one under Spooky Vault, is what we'll...
Spooky,
or Goopy Vault, depending.
Goopy, yeah. It's an absolute
vault.
mess. The level artists really went overboard. Way overboard with some of it.
No such thing with horror.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, but in the grossest way possible.
Nice.
Okay, spooky.
All right, let's move on to community questions.
All right, so just a few of our community questions. I'm not going to throw anything too hard at you. So, will there be new trophy achievements that people can get with this
is interesting for people who like to 100%.
There are new achievements with the story pack.
If you had 100%, you will no longer have 100%.
Cash is going to be.
We know the community's always been looking for those awesome robot characters that we're known for. So yeah, our new robot is Cash, the rogue.
Okay. He's a rogue robot. He's like Flack
next week,
or
you'll
Zero.
get your first look at Cash gameplay.
So
and
no
Josh,
Cash gameplay in the stream. We gotta wait for next
already
week.
Played
okay,
through the game.
Interesting. I'm excited to react to it
for a while.
and
they
do another
want
video.
Shared progression. What are we doing in that regard?
Okay, and shared progression.
We're giving them shared progression is what we're doing.
So this is part of the reason why I haven't started another Vault Hunter, because I've heard that without shared progression, it's kind of ass to like completely restart a character and then have to refine your points of interest, not to be able to like fast travel, get around the map, and then like collectibles or missions or whatever not being shared does seem like it kind of sucks. But I feel like once shared progression comes, there might also be some things that I'm missing out on. Like, is it shared progression as far as how many side missions you complete? And then, if you know, is there just going to be less opportunities to get XP with my other characters? It's not going to be as necessary because we'll have shared level, but I'm still going to want specialization levels. Is my specialization level going to be shared progression as well as my regular level? So, we'll see. Interesting. I think once we get shared progression, then I will go right in with starting another character. I definitely want to do a Cash build, but I've still to this day want to do an Amon build, then a Harlow build, and then probably a Vex build.
Yeah, so actually that includes a lot of different things here, many of which you've asked for. So we've got SDUs are now shared between all your characters.
SDUs is huge because I just got all my SDUs maxed.
How much of the map that you've sort of unfogged by exploring the world, but also other things like collectibles out in the world and activities you may have already completed.
I do not want to get collectibles over again. That
feel compelled to have to redo every single thing every time that you're going to start a new character if you just want to re-experience that story.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Gearbox Devcast.
We really appreciate your feedback on Bounty Pack 2. We are creeping and peeping in all those comment sections to see, hey, where do we need to make some adjustments, or how are you feeling about the content?
And we've already made some of those adjustments already and changes to the Bounty Pack 2 content. We also have more pearls on the way. We just talked about Mad Ellie. There will be new pearls in Mad Ellie, as well as in our next raid. We're just getting started with the pearls, so expect many more in the future.
And most importantly, we're going to be at PAX East, and we're definitely going to be sharing more on Cash, and we can't wait to see you there.
Okay.
Before we go, we have one more thing for you, the world premiere of the first trailer of Mad Ellie.
Yeah, I knew there was a trailer. I thought it would have Cash gameplay in it, but I guess we'll see. The last teaser we got literally had nothing in it, so.
Welcome. This planet is a shoreline on a dark ocean. When things fall through the cracks, they wash up here. The dread winds howl. The cracks grow wider. We are...
That's Pickle. We gotta get Pickle out of jail.
Expecting you.
You see that? They're always
Ellie! Oh, that was sick.
Some just don't feel right around these parts.
In
Another realm conquered, Kanansi.
That's Cash's voice?
Like a little dimension hopping.
Didn't expect that.
Another day, another nightmare.
Hey, yo, no, they didn't just call him that. Oh, flying doll soldiers, or are those flying scabs? Honestly, all the new enemies look pretty sick, and the returning ones as well. Yeah, that's something they showed us. Obviously, new guns.
You are playing a rigged game.
I just did not expect them to have a Caribbean accent. Okay. That was interesting. It was good. Like, it looks like this DLC is going to have a lot, and it looks like the DLC is going to be, like, worth your time and potentially your money. I haven't bought the DLC yet. I only have the base game. And, you know, I'll probably try to get it on sale because whatever the price is, I would just like to pay less. That's what I did for the base game. I don't know if I told anyone this. Well, I told like some people on TikTok or whatever, but I got the game since I have it on PC. I got a Steam key on Green Man Gaming for $60, and at that price, that was a great price for the game in my opinion because that's the same price I paid for Borderlands 3. So to come back like how many years later was that? Like 10 years later. Since Borderlands 3 and pay the exact same price for the game that has a ton more features and stuff. That was cool. Perfect price in my opinion. And then all of the other like the games when I bought them on Steam way after they had already come out, then I could get them for like really good deals. Like I got Borderlands 2 for like $2 and I got Tiny Tina's Wonderland for free on Epic Games. So like there's some amazing deals for the earliest games. So I would like to see a little bit of a deal for the DLC, regardless of what price it costs. You know, I just want to pay less. But it does look like it has a lot of fun content. I'm really excited for the new area and the new enemy types and the story. Story is what I'm most excited for. That's why I did a story playthrough for Borderlands 4. Linked in the description below if you didn't hear me say that earlier. And I've still been playing it since I finished the story. I've just been doing, you know, trying to get all the collectibles, doing side missions, unlocking as much of the map as possible. I did all the vaults, but you know I could probably stand to go back in and farm some of those. So there is a good amount of like content, and I appreciate them for that. And this looks like they're going to be adding a good amount of new content as well. My complaint, you guys kind of already heard it. We need those damn like body customizations. Let me go back to when they start showing stuff off, which is like right around here. Did I go back far enough? So they make it kind of confusing. This might be on purpose. That when they say that there's new skins coming, they mean color palettes. They mean new colors for the Vault Hunters. Why can't I find the specific graphic that I'm looking for? Here it says customization. So it says new skins.
And making your Vault
but when they say new skins, they don't
We're gonna...
actually mean skins. And you can see that right here. And they even they make it even more confusing here. They say 4 Vault Hunter bodies usable by all Vault Hunters, but then they just show color palettes. All of these bodies are already in the game. I mean, this is Cash's default. So this is Rafa's default, this is Amon's default, and this is Harlow's default. They just are recolored. So these are just color palettes. These aren't skins and these aren't bodies. These are color palettes. And I wish that they would like be more specific about that, but I think that they're confusing about it on purpose so that someone who doesn't actually feel like looking into it, they don't know if they're getting colors or they're getting skins or they're getting outfits or what have you, because they've intentionally made that very confusing. Then later when they show off Cash, then they show what an actual body customization looks like. Actually, how much later is that? Oh, it's not that far, right? It should be here somewhere. I can't remember off top where it was, but I swear it is before all this. But they show off Cash, and they show an actual custom, like a body customization. And Cash's customizations look great. They look fine. Can we like get that for all the characters? Can we get, here we go. Alternate Vault Hunter body. So this is specifically what we are asking for. An alternate body for the 4 base Vault Hunters. There are 2 bodies in the game that you just, I think you get them both by default. And then there's 1 body that you can unlock by doing, I think you have to do all of the faction quests. Those have been in the game since the game came out months ago, which this game came out like 6 months ago now. They haven't added anything new as far as alternate Vault Hunter bodies in those 6 months. But we got story DLCs, we got 2 bounty packs, 1 free and 1 paid. Now we're on our story DLC 1. They're talking about, you know, we're going to get into, we got new characters, we got new regions, we got new enemies, we got new head customizations, new Echo 4 customizations. There's so much stuff that they have added to the game since launch. Why is Vault Hunter Bodies not one of them? I imagine it takes time. I imagine it takes a little bit more development. But where the hell are they at? And also, it's a third-person game, right? So if the skin isn't perfect, like there's something on the back. Wait, I say third person or first person. It's a first person game. You rarely see your character in third person. So if the skin's not exactly perfect, most people won't know that until they go into photo mode, or like I use Rafa Arc9s and that'll put me in third person. So just do it and make it perfect later, basically. Don't know why they're not doing it, but I know that there are going to be people complaining about that because as far as content goes, I think we got a lot of content. I think there's a lot of stuff to do in the game, whether you're like casual or tryhard. This is something that they have not updated in so long, and I don't know why. So that's like my biggest complaint. But is that everything before we go? I don't know if I'm going to grab it before it drops. I do have like 2 weeks, and I got the money. So technically, I could just grab it before it drops. But there's also a lot of other stuff coming out. Invincible Versus is dropping in a month. The Steam controller might be dropping pretty soon. So I'm kind of hesitant. And like, maybe I want to get this, maybe I want to get that, but I will probably grab it. And then that'll be a good, like, since I'm finishing the story playthrough on Monday, I could keep it going. I could keep doing story playthrough videos. We could do a cash build, we could do an Amon build, and then we can play through the story DLC and just keep the playthrough going for, who knows, like maybe 4, 5, 6 more episodes. So there's that. Let me know if you like are on my channel, you're a subscriber, and you've been watching the Borderlands 4 playthrough. Do you want me to do a whole nother playthrough for the DLC, or do you just want me to maybe do like 1 or 2 videos for the DLC just to get to the big moments, like maybe the beginning and then the final boss or whatever? Because I'll probably play it. It's just I don't yet know if I'm going to make content for it. I got my new PC. Haven't played Borderlands on it yet, but if I do, we can actually get a boost in quality for the DLC. I can do some 1440 60 frames videos. I mean, technically I could do more than 60 frames, but all my monitors are 60 hertz, so there's no point in doing more than 60 frames that I can't physically see. So we could do some 1440p gameplay, maybe even some 4K gameplay, and we could play the new DLCs with new characters and a whole bunch of new shit. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see, because right now I don't have any other story narrative-based games that I want to play on the channel. I'm going to play Invincible Versus story, but it's a fighting game story. It's not the same. I'll probably knock that out in 1 weekend. And yeah, I don't even know. Like, I can't think of any new narrative games that are coming out this year that I want to do playthroughs for. So maybe we'll just be playing Borderlands 4 for 2 years instead of just 1 on the channel. All right. Let's do the 2XKO newsletter next, because then we can end off with the Invincible Versus videos and stuff. The 2 new character breakdowns for that. But this I expect to be pretty short, because it's 2XKO. They do a weekly newsletter every week on Thursday. The last one was just about tournaments. A couple weeks ago, they did one where they revealed their newest characters that we still haven't got released. So I'm hoping that there's something, like at least a hint of something in this newsletter. So let's get into it. It's a spotlight on Spain, and I've actually never seen 2XKO Spain gameplay, so it's good that they're spotlighting this community. Spotlight on Spain. Welcome back to the weekend warm-up. With all of those algorithms out there, it's sometimes tough to get a sense of what's happening outside of your immediate online circle. Good point. To that end, I wanted to take a detour in this week's post to Spain. All right, let's go. Where community lead Sharon, let's just call him Sharon for now, it's spelled with a 4, and his team have been working directly with community organizers and pros to run 2XKO events and tournaments. Their approach is chaotic and fun. That's kind of crazy to say that. And the passion the Spanish community has is infectious. So I wanted to share with y'all as well. Okay. Also, patch 1.1.3 hit this week with nerfs to 2 of the horsemen. It's crazy that they're talking about Echo and Yasuo like that. How is it going so far? Let us know. Before we get into the rest of it, my opinions on the patch: feels good, feels fine. I haven't personally experienced many games against Echo and Yasuo. I think I've played an Echo and a Yasuo maybe like once or twice since the patch dropped. But I kind of feel it with Warwick. Warwick does not feel as oppressive as he did before. And I didn't even really exploit the changes to his overhead. But I think you just can see an overhead coming now. It's a lot more obvious that he's going to do an overhead. So that makes it so that he's not just mixing you up the whole time and he's not rushing you down the whole time. He can still rush you down. He can still mix you up, but just not as much as he could before. And then for my characters, I'm playing Vi Caitlyn right now. Caitlyn got like a bug fix / nerf, but then she also got a buff. I haven't really been able to fully explore it yet because I don't have any trap setups at the time. But she still feels good. She still feels strong. And in some aspects, she still feels weak. Like the fact that I don't think they changed this, but her super shield loses to Echo's wind wall. I'm pretty sure it still loses to it, but it might beat Echo's wind wall tornado now. I actually got to test that out. Maybe I'll lab that right after I'm done this stream. But some stuff about her still feels weird and weak, but some stuff about her feels a lot stronger, like the traps. So that's good. Patch seems fine, but also my game is kind of buggy these days. Getting into a match is a little bit laggy. So there is some stuff they still got to work out. All right, 2XKO in Spain. Spain's FGC touts its IRL social factor and unrivaled passion for the genre as the reason fighting games thrive in the region. In an era populated by online tournaments, Spain continues to hold local play dear to its competitive community, which is cool. I love that. When Spanish players made a mark on the international scene a few years ago, and anime tag games gained a new audience in the country. Many of the same superstars who made their names in games like Dragon Ball FighterZ remain in the FGC and keep their competitive drive going in 2XKO today. To support that level of competition, Spanish TOs host local tournaments throughout the country for a community made of FGC magic. And here's a quick rundown. So that's hype. I don't know anything about the Spanish scene. I don't know any Spanish players, but I'm always looking for more like 2XKO tournaments and players to watch. So this is cool. This is going to introduce me to some new ones, I guess. And then also there's a thing about like the players that are good at this game. A lot of players coming from like Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Skullgirls, and games like that are a lot of the big names in this game as well so far. So you can see some of the crossover potential for certain games and then less crossover potential for other games. But I think it's cool how there are a pretty good amount of Mortal Kombat players that are doing good. I mean, really, it's Sonic Fox, Samiij. I still count K7 Show Off as a Mortal Kombat player, but he's played a lot. Like, all of them have played a lot of games, so you could consider them to be whatever. But those 3 specifically, I point out as 3 Mortal Kombat players that are doing good. Also, Warren Jacka, aka Michael Seraphan, one of my favorite Mortal Kombat 1 players because he had a really good Gearus. He's also doing pretty good in 2XKO. He was in, like, I think top 8 at last TNS, and hopefully he plays tonight, but he played Warwick, so his team kind of got nerfed. Locals in Spain have been popping off, and mainstay FGC locals in Granada, Barcelona, Zaragoza, Pucella and Madrid have featured 2XKO since launch in January. Valencia is fast getting a reputation. God damn it. Slow down. Take it. Valencia is fast getting a reputation as the land of duos. These high-level teams do it justice more than I could. Okay, and then they got like some interviews with some players. Mostly with some duos, which is sick. I love the fact that this game has duos, and more importantly, I like mixed brackets where you got duos versus solos. That's hype. The best players from the scene will soon fight in an online tournament hosted by Valano House. Okay. Battle by the Bar. Regional tournament Battle by the Bar featured a Valentine's Day theme last month, prompting duos of all types to come through and compete. Shout outs to Anchor Point for making this possible and being the engine that powers the BCN FGC. I think it's BCN Barcelona. I don't know. Okay, this is hype. Double Down, a weekly talk show. Okay, I've actually seen this. Double Down is like a podcast / talk show. I have actually seen this one online. That covers everything from patch notes to competitive headlines. Huevos de 2XKO. 2XKO Thursdays is a community tournament for Spanish 2XKO players frequented by local legends like Shanks and Samuel. Sick names. And just last week, run over by French ambassador Noka. Oh, cool, Noka. I know of that name. He's one of the big names. And more. So they were right. There is a lot going on in the Spanish 2XKO community. Locals, offlines, onlines, duos, all of that type stuff. March is Duos Month, a month of play focused on duos, where the best team players and personalities play to win prizes. Live streams of new what? Okay, I think this is for Caitlyn. I thought they were going to talk about Akali, but live streams of new champ releases where community leaders hang out in Riot's Barcelona office to jam with Rioters. Okay, I didn't know Riot had a Barcelona office. Can y'all leak something from Can y'all show some Akali from the Barcelona office? That's really all I want. A totally off-the-wall official social account that brings together the spirit of Spain online. And whatever Con Cabeza is, no one will tell me. Okay. Con Cabeza is... and with head? Am I tripping with that translation? I don't know. My Spanish ain't that good, but that sounds like... I thought Cabeza was like head or skull. And con is like with, together, you know? Hey, who knows? I guess it's slang. And no one will tell him, so no one will tell me for sure. There's so much happening in Spain every week, so a huge thank you to the Spanish FGC from everyone at 2X for your hospitality and warmth. I can't wait to see players from the scene go from strength to strength? Do they mean to say that? Go from strength to strength in the future. That's a weird way to word whatever they're trying to say. Okay. Game updates, new patch. Upcoming dates. Is there anything new? No, we just got Snow Moon Mega Bundle and skins return, and then the Ariete Mega Bundle and skins to return. There should be something here. There should be something about Akali, bro. I really like this and how they're highlighting a scene that personally I didn't really know much about, so that's sick. But there should be something in here about Akali. Now, what I think, let's open up these patch notes. There was something mentioned in here about this patch, and I don't exactly know where it is because I heard someone else read it, so now I gotta find where this is. Oh, you can access offline mode. Wait. Oh, okay, this is talking about when the patch was going up and the servers were down, you could still play in offline mode. I recently found out that there's an offline mode in consoles. It's like in the game files. So that's hype. I tried to do some things and get that offline mode working on my Steam Deck, but it didn't actually work out. But it's cool that if you didn't know, now you know. There's an offline mode for 2XKO, and you can also access it on console just by disconnecting from the internet. This is what I really want to talk about. Oh, this is a new event. No, I thought they were saying something about the patch. Okay, well, the new event that they're doing currently. I've checked it out. It's going from March 10th to March 30th. There was also something about an update, like this update lasting till March 30th. But maybe I read that wrong. I'm looking for it. I want to say that March 30th is probably when Akali is going to come. Well, actually, I think if this goes to March 30th, then March 31st would be the day that Akali comes into the game. That is my biggest guess. They had a lot of cool stuff, but I could have sworn there was something else in here that said March 30th. And like maybe that we would get another update on March 30th. If that's true, I would expect that to be the Akali update, because that it doesn't make sense for them to do like a huge balance patch March 30th, because that's only 2 weeks from now. And they're supposed to be doing big balance patches every 5 weeks and not every 2 weeks. So I expect March 30th to be when Akali comes to the game, which according to my schedule, or according to the calendar, I think that would mean Akali's trailer in 2 weeks, and then she would come to the game in 3 weeks. Yes, so not next week, but the week after. So I think that Tuesday, March 24th, is when we would get Akali's trailer, and then Tuesday, March 30th, the very next week, is when we would get Akali in the game. That's my estimate. It's only based off of some of the wording in this patch. It's not confirmed. I'm not acting like I know for a fact, but that's what I think. Akali trailer in 2 weeks, and then Akali in 3 weeks in the game. If you have questions about how the schedule works for these characters, they did say originally they were supposed to do 5 seasons a year, but then they changed that to 3 seasons a year, but still doing 5 characters a year, which will mean that 2 of those seasons are going to have 2 characters, right? So if you can do 5 characters in 3 seasons, that means 2 of those seasons are going to have 2 characters, and then 1 season is going to have 1 character. They mentioned the lead champion designer for Riot was doing an interview, and he said that the next champion coming to the game has something cool that has never been done before. And then he said next season's champion, but then he corrected himself and said, oh, I actually mean next champion. So ever since I heard that, to me that means we're going to get another champion within this season. So the next champion is not coming next season, but the next champion is coming in this season. That's what I understood that to mean. And so Akali before the end of this season, and I believe the end of the season is in early May, and then Senna will probably be at the beginning of next season, the same way Caitlyn was at the beginning of this season. So that's our predictions for right now. Akali at the end of this month, new season in May, and new character in May. Those are my estimates. Could be wrong. Shit, I don't work there. But I think as far like they're running out of time to actually do all of this, so it makes sense just for giving them enough time to drop everything that they want to drop. I think that's all for 2XKO though. The patch is actually fine. I really like the patch. It feels good if you're not a Yasuo player. It just still needs actually like some more bug fixes and some more just tightening up the online, because there's like a new bug now where I'll try to go online or go into a lobby and it'll just cancel and stay where it's at, and then I have to try again, maybe have to try again after that, and then I'll finally get into the lobby. So fix that. And then there was another bug I had the other day where I got into the lobby, I matched with a player, we chose our characters and chose our fuses, and then it just froze there until it timed out, and then it just disconnected, and I had to find another match with another player. So it's a little weird, but it's fresh off of a patch, so I don't mind it being a little weird. I think they'll fix some of those things. Gameplay and meta-wise, it feels good, so that's what I like. All right, and now we're going to check out some stuff for Invincible Versus. The 2 things, we have 2 new deep dives that I have not seen. One for Alan the Alien, one for Duplicate, and then there's also some new gameplay for Alan and Duplicate. I'll try to check out as much of that as I can. Maybe we'll be able to watch it all. I don't think Maximilian Dude has the Alan gameplay, and I don't think he uploaded it to YouTube, so we might not actually be able to check all of that out. I think it's a full live stream, but we'll see. We'll do what we can. Let's start off with the deep dives, because they're pretty short.
Orange has one eye and is gonna beat the shit out of you. Me!
Pretty sure that's not Seth Rogen, but
we really
I would love to be
make an
proved
Invincible
wrong.
game without including Alan the Alien. He's just a bundle of fun.
I want to talk! Are you using your timeout?
Hey, timeout? Why did I get a timeout?
Hey, I didn't invent the rules.
Alan the alien. It's hard to imagine anyone disliking Alan.
He's so charming and likable as a character. It's really hard not to fall in love with Alan.
Everything he does exudes personality to the nth degree. Even though he has one eye, it's the most expressive eye you've ever seen.
Invincible versus just dropped something. As I started this video.
With that one.
His personality comes through in his fighting style. He can definitely wreck someone.
Oh, that's right. They're doing their own little Q&A sort of thing.
Low key while doing it.
I don't know how long it's going to be, so I don't want to react to the entire thing.
Alan.
He starts off where he befriends Mark, and then he goes through several transformations where his physical form changes to this massive hulking
Bro gets ripped.
He's also a character who has a great sense of
He's getting ripped tonight.
Like him actually going to the Vulturemite prison and not leaving Omni-Man there and being like, no, I'm gonna break you out.
Nolan!
That was hype. Good point.
I like to call getting your ass kicked.
Hey, yo. Alright, moveset. This is what I really want to say.
To describe Alan's gameplay would be like he's a ping pong paddle and everyone else is a ping pong
ball. You can like
he's just
double air grab them.
All his abilities
in the combo.
and his melees have a lot more of a playful.
That shit has a lot of armor. At least 2 hits.
Throughout his whole moveset, saying things like "getting punched is the price of admission." That's funny.
Want to see a great view? Getting punched is the price of admission.
The way he moves.
We've seen all of his supers. He has like a horizontal one,
all sort of like
vertical one, and then
retreat.
the
Like just moving
ultimate.
backwards, he's like so casual about it.
That animation is hard.
Like, smashing people into the ground. Like he's also got a lot of like really heavy attacks and moves.
One of the abilities
that was like a low into
really
launcher.
is his aerial where he jumps up and he does this corkscrew multi-hit.
But you can hold it and charge it into a super armor pose, where it's Alan chest puffed up like, hey, what's going on?
Whoa, he can do it from the sky as well.
Ultimate, he's got this part where he's tossed someone in the air and he's like pulling him back down and he's looking up and he's got this smile on his face, and that's Alan.
True.
We need to talk.
Damn, Lucan getting done dirty.
They have those here, right?
Pro tips.
Tips and tricks of playing Alan, practice mode. Go into practice mode, really get
That's
a
not
handle
a
of his
tip.
normals because they're unique. They're a bit different than other characters, and then practice the synergy with your teammates.
They're
yes, he
unique.
is range challenged because he doesn't have projectiles, things of that nature.
Okay.
So you have to use your
Shorter
mobility
range,
to get around those
no
scenarios.
projectiles, which I
You do
kind of
have to get in,
expected.
once
But
you're in,
having that
Alan's a lot of
armored
fun.
move,
I
that
think if you want
lariat,
like a truly comedic team,
that's gonna help.
Battle Beast, Alan the Alien, Rexplode team. That's
What the heck is going on?
the team I'd go with.
Probably have it on like 4K or something. It's making it lag. I wouldn't actually mind playing that team. Battle Beast, Alan, and Rex. That would be pretty cool. Like it does sound like it's the joke team, but outside of Battle Beast ain't funny. But it also sounds like it's pretty good because in my after playing the beta, the beta's coming up. After playing the alpha, I realized that I probably want to have at least one projectile character on my team to round it out. I might be dropping Battle Beast from my team. He has armor, and he's like pretty good and pretty easy to pick up in certain ways. But I don't think he has I thought he was gonna have like a nice range advantage because he has that weapon. He doesn't really have that much of a range advantage. I think that characters like Duplicate and Elemental actually have a better range advantage. And actually, I keep forgetting about Elemental. She has to be on my team, at least when we first start. So maybe Alan, Elemental, and Lucan for the grapples. Maybe that might be like my day one team. I can't play them in the beta because Lucan and Elemental are not going to be in the beta. But maybe when the game comes out day one, that could probably be my day one team. Who knows? We'll see. There's time. But yeah, Alan looks cool. I think that spinning lariat is going to be really good. He doesn't have projectiles like they said, but that move almost seems like that's his projectile counter since it has armor and then it pops them up. Similar to I think Zangief's double lariat has like projectile immunity, so you can use it against a projectile. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong. I haven't played Zangief since the game Street Fighter 6 at least first came out. But instead of being projectile immune, this one has armor, so it can kind of work in the same way. I do see it as being like a good counter to projectiles. I think every character that doesn't have projectiles does have their own way to counter projectiles. So I think that armor is a good way. And then, you know, the fact that it's armor into a combo starter, that could be doubly as good, maybe, potentially. Alan looks cool. I actually really like him. But they also have a character breakdown for duplicate. So let's check that one out as well. And also, I'm curious. They have this little like dev cast thing going on. I wonder if they have that on here on YouTube. No, it does not seem like they do. Wait, hold on. Let me go to their live tab, because sometimes it doesn't show up. Okay, no. Nothing new. So let's go back to videos and let's check out Duplicate's Fighter Spotlights. Hold on, shawty. And also, someone pointed this out. I didn't peep this. I don't know how I didn't peep this, but someone pointed out to me on TikTok when I reposted my reaction. Kate got that cake on her, bro. Duplicate? What is this? Wait, hold on, shawty. What are you doing outside with all that ass double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon? What? She ain't have all that in the show. I don't know where she got it from. All right, let's log back in. I don't know where she got all that from, but hey, I guess from her mom. And they just start jumping.
I don't think we have true unblockables, but it will feel like it.
Okay, that was a interesting way to start. Let me take this off of 4K so that it can stop slightly lagging. I'll put it on 2K. He started off by saying, I don't think we have full unblockables, but it'll feel like it. That's crazy. So some of that mix that I saw in the trailer might actually be mixed. That shit might be overhead low shit. There's no block button in this game, right? So it might be left right shit as well. Let's check it out.
But it will feel like it.
Crazy way to start.
She's doing like punch after punch after punch with all this martial arts action.
Yeah, she's doing Wing Chun for some reason. They just decided to give her that.
I can't believe this exists in a game.
She basically duplicates herself, and she uses those clones to attack the enemy and also die a lot. This is
and also die a lot.
Hey, yo. They get obliterated pretty often, which is pretty gruesome.
But I actually think that there's much more tragedy in Kate than there is comedy, and she brings that up in the series a bit, and we got to explore it in the game a little too.
That's a good point. Her to feel like a real martial artist. She was trained for many years in her childhood to become this lethal weapon that she is.
Okay. But what's she doing Wing Chun in the show? Because no one can answer me that.
Trying to figure out how the heck we were going to get all of the duplicates into her gameplay and not break the game. But at the same time, like, that's what makes her unique.
Ooh, she has like a shoulder chart. Bro, she really looks like stunt double Johnny Cage.
To beat someone's ass. And that's why I really like her ultimate, where it's just like an army of Kates, little platoons that just beat me.
Here they go. They start jumping again. It's so funny because there's like clones that are literally just kicking with 1 foot.
Kate doesn't actually reabsorb that duplicate. She can actually lose that red health.
If you're just kind of spamming it,
okay,
you lose a lot more health than you remember. One of the things I really like to do is throw out a lot of high-low mixes with her clone. Straightforward, it's like a shoulder check. If you throw out the clone with neutral special, then hold up, you get like an overhead. I get away with that too many times, I think. And then the last one
clone overheads and clone lows. Okay, she does have that mix.
And so having overheads. And
so someone also on that TikTok I posted, someone commented and said that that was how the clones would work. If your clone gets hit, you don't get that health back. I don't know how they knew that because this video wasn't out yet. Maybe they saw some leaks, or maybe they worked that quarter up and they were actually giving me game. But I'm glad to know that that's actually how it works. So if you throw a clone out, it takes a bit of your health, but it is gray health. It's purple in this game, but gray health, if you know, is like health that can be recovered over time. So if you throw it out, it takes a bit of health. If that clone comes back and is absorbed, you get that health back. If the clone gets hit while it is out, you don't get that health back, which is really cool because that's actually kind of how the character should work. So it's like there's a risk or reward to it, and you're not just spamming clones and throwing them out like Vicious said.
High-low.
So that's actually hard. That's good. And I like that she does have mix-up.
she doesn't necessarily have like the greatest anti-air, but with this one, you have so much time to convert off of it. It's pretty solid in terms of like catching somebody airborne, which is gonna happen a lot in this game.
If you want to power through things, she's got her boosted forward special, which is armored. So if you feel like people are locking you down, you want
her armored special.
This is your answer, right? And she does have good range on her crouching medium kick. She also has a crouching light, which is a low. Most characters do not have this in the game.
One of my favorite things about this character is
so she's your mix-up character.
An install super, which allows her to kind of like speed up and essentially have access to her clone's special movement.
Like she gets incredible movement speed to where she can really apply pressure.
But the big difference is her specials, right? So now her neutral special becomes a shoulder check, and her down special becomes a slide, which is incredibly far-reaching as well. And
that's interesting. So it doesn't give you like,
which is a ground bounce as well. So
the install doesn't give you like more clones or anything, but it gives you access to the mix-up that the clones can do, which I guess is like a safer way to do the mix because you're not risking a part of your life to throw these clones out. That's actually pretty interesting, and that wasn't something that they were really able to show in the trailer. Like you can't really show an install. I mean, technically you can, but you can't really give people an idea of what exactly it does. In the trailer, they actually have to see it working to know what it does.
Also chain these into each other, so you can be like boom, boom, boom.
But can you still? So yeah, they did show that sort of like juggle combo.
Some kind of
but can you still use clones
that's allowing her
when you do the install?
So something like robot assist, I think is fantastic.
I ended up playing with Team Love Triangle, which is duplicate, Rexplode, and enemies. Having Rex throw out explosives to kind of
interesting. I thought he was gonna leak Immortal. I'm not gonna lie.
A boosted fireball is also pretty important, just to kind of have her where she needs to be.
You can boost assists. Could you always do that?
Like a really fluid, organic character, despite all the challenges we went through, and she's super agile and she's a ton of fun to play.
I think.
Okay, I think there she was just doing some clone stuff during the install, because I saw that sort of glow aura she has, and she was still doing clone sweeps and stuff. I like that. I like her being a mix-up character. She's your 50-50 character. That's sick. And yeah, the mix-up is overhead low. I mean, there's highs and lows, but there's overheads and lows as well. They didn't really talk about left-righting. This game doesn't have a block button, right? I can't remember. It's been so long since I played it. But to my knowledge, this game doesn't have a block button, and it's back to block. So left-rights might also be a thing, maybe, but I haven't really seen anyone mixing, like doing crazy crossovers or anything yet. So maybe that's just something that they didn't add in the game, so you can focus on one type of mix only. Because, 2XL kind of has left-rights, strike throws, and overhead lows. And in their last patch, they started to tone down some of the overhead low stuff, because all of that mix at once is like, bro, you're going to get hit at some point. It's just a matter of when and how. Okay, interesting. Should we watch the Jay Wong video? Because Jay Wong, here it is. Let's watch this, and then this will be the final thing of the stream. Jay Wong got to play Duplicate early, and I watched. He was streaming it on Twitch. I watched this, but he actually put it together into a YouTube video that we can check out here. Condensed the sets down into a video with highlights, which is good.
Try to keep up.
And I guess his opponent is Just Call Me Bow.
Oh, what the feet?
What was that?
What's up,
he
everybody?
dropped it.
This is Justin
So I guess
Wong. We're back in an amazing video.
Bao Batista, who was the lead combat designer in that last video, I guess that's who he's going to be fighting against.
I actually had the privilege to
also
play.
I mentioned earlier, but Maximilian Dude also got hands-on with Alan the Alien in a live stream that was like last night. Haven't watched it, but he hasn't made it into a video yet, as far as I know, so I'll just save that. We'll save that for later,
Invincible versus, and we were playing duplicates, right? And duplicate.
Yeah, get into it.
Was able to fight against one of me, and
I want to see the matches.
Designer.
I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah. I appreciate you, but I just want to get into the matches. Ooh. I haven't seen much high level in this game, so that's what I'm excited for.
Oh, this be coming out quick.
They do. And it's for me, it's hard to keep track of whose assist is who.
Mayday.
Okay, so Justin is playing Kate, Elemental, and
you
Powerplex.
That fast? You didn't let me rock?
Damn, both of the assists are on cooldown right now for Bao, for Batista. Ooh, try to throw, but he just tagged out. It's looking a lot faster. Like, the game looks really fast right now compared to the closed alpha.
A break again.
It could just be the characters, that these are, like,
no.
fast rushdown characters. Oh, okay, the happy birthday. It was there, but it didn't look too bad, you know?
The air combos.
And Kate is about to die, so yeah, you need to tag out.
I had to save her. I didn't want you to kill.
He punished that tag.
He's kind of crazy. Into level 3.
Oh, shit. Oh, where'd he go? Damn, he throws your ass a mile away.
Ow.
That's pretty sick. That's a long animation, though. I want to see some elemental gameplay. I haven't really seen it.
Bruh.
It looks like she has a block string.
That's cheap.
Oh, well, now she's dead.
I always forget he has armor.
Yeah, bro is like the armor character.
We did a lot of tuning and balancing though, so we reduced a lot of armor.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
that low.
Assists don't have armor anymore.
Yeah.
That low has range.
You know, we were listening.
But yeah, there's no more armored assists, which I didn't even know was in the game, but now it's not in the game.
You would know how to break that.
Okay, Plex. Do some Plex. You just got cooked off of that, bro. Okay. Yeah, it's looking a lot faster.
Oh, come here. Oh, man, I forgot about that. Back throw is different.
Yeah, there's throw combos, but I guess depending on which throw you do is depending on how your combo
of course, this game's going to have local multiplayer. How does he run tournaments for this? Y'all just had a local session at Arcade Shock.
Bro, he was cooking with Powerplex. Let him keep cooking. Powerplex has a low. That was a low starter.
For everything.
Oh, he did not combo that.
Back up, bro. Oops, my bad. Wrong move.
Did you do the wrong super? He didn't get punished for either of those supers, though. Okay, Kate, her Ip-Man punches.
Oh my god, run away.
Straight up are one of her assist moves. That's sick. For like pressure and chip.
Oh, you see the setup though?
Oh no, the mirror match.
Okay. Let's see.
Jay Wong doesn't have the life lead here, but he has one more character, so he overall has the life lead. Going into level 1. Wait. Oh, that's an install combo. That's hard.
Oh, man. Oh, that's that a real DP?
Yep. I've had enough of this.
Oh, and
level 3.
Oh,
you're cooked.
Yo, she is crazy.
You
know, I like the fact that like she's so like ground based.
So that install actually looks good. She looks like Jury with that.
Yeah, with that zoning.
Yes, I want to see some zoning actually, because I want to see how Elemental gets down.
What? No, how dare you?
I don't know. It's looking like everyone does have a low poke. I don't know what they were talking about in that last one, but maybe some of the low pokes are actually mids. They just look like lows.
Good reversal.
Damn, and Elemental is dead. Can y'all buff her?
What do you think is the best way to tag after a burst?
After a burst?
Yeah.
Tag on block too, so it's...
okay.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, when you do in like 2x KO, tagging after a burst is pretty easy. You just hit the tag button.
Arts?
Oh, and also you can backdash. Okay, you can backdash during the round switch or the character switch, but you're gonna be reset to neutral anyway, so it doesn't actually matter.
I always have backup.
That combo is sick, and it was literally just like low shoulder, low shoulder, low shoulder.
It does that all day.
But I like that install. It's actually sick. Yeah, her dashes look good. I'm hoping she's one of the faster characters on the ground, since she probably doesn't have aerial shit.
Yeah, I was confused which one it was.
Also, nice. I'm curious if a super can like break a burst or a breaker.
It's up to Powerplex.
I would like it if it could.
Powerplex is really unique. Like I didn't know he had like just frame specials.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I doubt we'll see any of those.
Yeah.
Like, by itself, like it's pretty straightforward projectile.
Yeah.
Like, no, we gotta do something. You know?
Okay, that was a throw combo.
DP, get off of me.
Oh no, you fell right back into it.
That was like a reset.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did a boost dash cancel.
Yeah.
there's tech here, right? It's just I don't know about most of the tech because I haven't seen a lot of pro players play this game, especially. Oh, what a whiff! Yeah, you're cooked, Weisler.
Got me
but this is actually the only high level set I've seen in this game after all of the changes that they made.
Throw the rock in there.
Yeah, you got to use that rock. Oh, she has my fans with that fireball. It bounces off you and hits you twice.
About. Oh my
Man,
God.
this game is actually looking a lot better than people give it credit for. It's looking great.
Oops, wrong
what
move.
a whiff.
Wrong move.
Yeah, that was not
the rock shield.
That was not your meaty, bro.
Damn.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, the elements can do.
Okay, but both of them don't take damage. As soon as the super started, the assist character fell out, and they're already getting their health back.
That's the thing, like.
So happy birthdays aren't that bad when you go into super.
My meter back. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I forget that it's separate meters per character.
Oh my God!
And he tried to break and still got killed there.
Is that her neutral or back assist?
Back assist.
That's her back. That's a really good assist.
Characters have 3 assists in this game? Is it neutral back and forward? If so, I ain't know that.
Let's try this.
Oh, he dropped out.
He said you were done.
Only need a couple more hits, and you let him tag out. No punish.
I could have sworn I challenged there.
Ooh, nice. Good job using that Kate assist to keep it going. Okay, so
oh no.
Bao or Bo, he has all his characters, but they all have damage. They're all trying to get their gray health back right now.
The way the camera captures that, it's definitely feels so much from the show.
Oh, that was sick. The back throw into assist. So what I'm gathering is a forward throw you can combo off of with your point character, but a back throw you probably need an assist or an active tag to combo off of it. But being able to combo off of both of your throws actually looks pretty good.
Time's running out.
Also, I don't think I've ever seen someone tech a throw in this game, so I wonder how hard or easy that is. What's the frame? What's the window?
Let's go right away before you burst. I don't want you to burst. Let's get rid of that.
I was literally just glad to
Will this kill? It might. It will.
Yeah.
It actually killed before that final hit.
Don't forget, and I never forget.
Okay, so Monster Girl. Whatever that move was going to be armor.
Baby.
Okay, install combo, Jury Feng Shui. You can take it in the air too, so it's not just grounded.
It's so fun to do.
Kate
Because
looks
you can
nice.
also combo after the
Kate
overhead,
looks
even
good,
if you did it early
bro.
too.
This is actually hard. Okay, we'll watch like one more match and then we'll call it there because I don't want to, you know, it's his video. I don't want to steal his whole video for content.
Let me get the damage real fast. Let me
I
get
just
the
wanna
damage real
react.
fast. You could break the combo next time.
Hey,
That's the thing about the systems though too. It's like some people it's gonna take them a sec to make the most out of the active tags.
Yeah.
So actually, the other side of it is
Oh, you got launched.
figuring out how to deal with it.
You're
Well,
dead
she's
off
dead.
that. Yeah. R.I.P. Kate.
Goodbye, duplicates.
I feel like they could speed up this animation a bit. Not even the whole thing. I think after he throws you, there's a really long pause before he follows up and then finishes the super. So I think they can speed it up right in between there.
He's like,
But is there time freeze? There's time freeze during the super, so it's not actually going to affect the clock or anything. But
ooh, that beat that.
okay, yeah, he did. I think he was punishing a breaker there.
Yeah.
Or was that an assist?
Oh my god.
Okay. Who has the advantage here? 1 full health character or 3 slight health characters?
So you're not listening.
You still have access to your assists after those assist characters die? Right? Oh no, maybe not. I was looking at the wrong character. So actually, you probably have the advantage having less health but more characters than having more health. Oh, happy birthday, them! I wish he could follow up on that. That would have been really sick. Block that armor.
Oh no!
Almost another happy birthday, but the point character blocked that.
Actually,
I know you want invincible, but you get
me. Zoning game is real. Damn it.
Zoning is real, but you don't take a lot of. You don't take much chip at all from getting zoned. So.
Oh my God.
If you sort of just block out the projectiles and get in slowly, you'll still be, you'll be pretty fine.
Oh, that was cheap.
Oh, Monster Girl completely whiffs the body splash. Only 10 seconds left.
Yo, Dash Bro.
I kind of want to see it go to overtime. I'm not gonna lie.
But you get me.
Dash Bro's too good.
Let's see. Oh, we might not get overtime.
There we go. I don't think you're dead though. It's close.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty dead.
You think you're dead?
Oh yeah. We did a lot of updates with damage values as a whole.
Oh yeah.
Scaling was one of the ones we approached too. So.
There was something. I think like Ufilmee or someone posted it where somebody did like 100%, like did like a touch of death. It wasn't an actual touch of death because there was a pixel left, but almost a touch of death with Powerplex level 3. So hopefully they fix that. But at one point, that shit was real bad. All right, we're gonna call it there. I've learned a lot, and since there's sort of an invincible chat sort of thing going on with the devs right now with some Q&A and stuff, I will probably learn some more by the next time we come back. Make sure you guys are checking out the videos that I posted in chat. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Oh my gosh, first and foremost, make sure you guys subscribe because I would love it if we could hit 975 subscribers tonight. What happened was we actually did pass 975 subscribers, then it kind of went backwards, and now we've been stuck at 974. So if y'all can help me out with that, I just need one of y'all to subscribe. Not everybody has to do it, but if you're not subscribed and you enjoyed this stream, I would appreciate you guys subscribing. I will be uploading some stuff over the weekend. Actually, maybe not. I was gonna upload my reaction to the new Borderlands 4 DLC trailer, but since they said that there is a cache trailer coming next week, a cache gameplay trailer, I think I'm gonna hold off and then just upload both of those things together. So I'll react to Cash and his gameplay, and I'll also upload the gameplay trailer reaction that we did in this live stream. There are only 2 more slots left for the Invincible versus base roster. There are 16 characters confirmed at this point, and there's 18 going to be in the base roster. So we might get another character reveal next Tuesday, because they dropped one this Tuesday, they dropped one last Tuesday, and they dropped one the Tuesday before that. But they also might take a little bit of a break, considering we have like a little over a month before the game comes out, and only 2 more characters. So that's not going to take us the whole way. So maybe they'll take a break. Maybe they'll wait until after the open beta, or maybe they'll wait until the week of the open beta to drop like their final character or their final 2 characters. But who do you guys want to see as the final characters coming to Invincible Versus? Me personally, I still want Shrinking Ray, and I still want Shapesmith or Martian Man. They kind of do the same thing. They're both like Martian characters that stretch and shapeshift. So I would like to see either of those characters. I still want to see Shrinking Ray. I still want to see Oliver, and then obviously we do want to get some big bads like Thrag, Conquest, and Angstrom Levy. But outside of that, I've already got like a lot of the characters that I really asked for. Oh, I still want Damien Darkblood as well, because he would just be so different. Way different. Tech Jacket would be sick. He wasn't in much of the seasons that are already out, but I believe Tech Jacket will be in the upcoming season of Invincible, so maybe they want to do some plugging, some marketing there. But also there are going to be 4 DLC characters revealed with the game. So maybe some of those real big bads or fan favorite characters are going to be saved for the DLC. If I chose the roster, I already did a roster wish list, so check that out if you have not already. But if I chose the final characters to be revealed, I would do Shrinking Ray and Shapesmith. Then I would make the DLC all of the villains. So you would get Thrag, Conquest, Angstrom Levy, and then maybe like either Damien Darkblood as that final character for the DLC, or Tech Jacket as the final character for the DLC. I think that would be sick, and will give you a good amount of like diversity in the main roster and in the DLC. So there's that, but you know, we're gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, I predict that for 2XKO, we'll get Akali's reveal in 2 weeks, and then she will come to the game in 3 weeks. The only way to see is to wait. And then next week is actually going to be the new season of Marvel Rivals, so we should probably get new character reveals, or like a new season trailer, a new character reveal trailer, a new Battle Pass trailer, and all of that stuff next week. So I will be reacting, and I'm excited for that. I can't wait. Haven't been playing much Marvel Rivals recently since I maxed out the Battle Pass for this season, or I unlocked all of the stuff. But I'm excited to get back into it because I still really do enjoy Marvel Rivals. Also, we need more reveals for Avatar Legends, the fighting game, and we need more reveals for Marvel Tokon. So whenever we get stuff like that, I will be reacting to all of that as well. And then also the Oscars are on Sunday, so I'll be checking that out. I'm not going to be live streaming it or anything. I probably will be like live tweeting it and talking about some of my thoughts online. And if you want to know how to do that, then I'll put all my socials up in this next page. But boom, before we do that, do me a favor and hit me with the 3-hit combo. I need you to smash the like button like Alan the Alien, spear the subscribe button like Thula, and kick the notification bell like Duplicate. If you enjoyed this live stream and you think you might enjoy some of the other live streams, last week we reacted to Scary Movie 6, Lanterns, and some other Invincible Versus stuff. That's when we checked out Powerplex's character deep dive. I have some 2XKO tournament live streams from Genesis X3, which was their first challenger event of the year, and then their first major tournament of the year, which was Frosty Faustings. The next tournaments are actually coming up this month. Final week of March, we actually have 2 different tournaments happening the same weekend. Viennality and Texas Showdown. They're both going down. Viennality is in Europe, in Vienna, and Texas Showdown is in Texas, obviously. But they are both going to be 2XKO challenger events. So there's 2 2XKO tournaments happening the same weekend. And then Viennality is also like, all the tournaments are going to have a bunch of games, but Viennality is known for Mortal Kombat games. So they're also going to be playing Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 11. So there's that. So I will definitely react to the 2XKO top 8s. But I might also react to the Mortal Kombat X top 8, depending on when the times of those tournaments are going to be. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. So, like I said, tell me how you feel. Tell me if you feel me. And make sure you guys are subscribing so that we can get back to 975. It just feels so weird being at 974. Like, 975 is a milestone. That's only 25 subscribers away from a big number like 1,000. 974 feels like meh. So I would appreciate if one person who watches this live stream subscribes. You don't all have to do it, but one person would be more than enough. So I appreciate whoever you are. I appreciate you. If you comment on this video or a different video or in the chat and let me know you subscribed, I'll shout you out in my next video. But that is going to be it for this one. Make sure you are looking out for my Borderlands 4 finale video. That's coming out on Monday, noon Eastern. And then we're going to have a bunch of other live streams throughout the week. I mean, a bunch of other videos throughout the week. Maybe some live streams as well. The Monday after next, we're probably going to be doing my red carpet reaction for the Oscars. And then the final Monday of the week, we should be playing Alex in Street Fighter 6. I'm excited for him. He actually is coming this week, but I got to figure out how to play him. I got to unlock him and all of that stuff before we do that video. So there is that. And then also, if you missed out, the open beta for Invincible Versus is coming out the weekend of April 9th to the 11th. I will be hopefully I will be streaming that weekend. It's my birthday weekend, so I probably won't be home all weekend. But if I do get a chance, I'll stream and I'll record a video that weekend. Because I'm excited to play some more Invincible Versus. All of the characters won't be playable. There's only going to be 10 playable characters, and it's not going to be on PC. It's going to be on console only. So there's that. But if you want to play with me, if you want to play some Invincible Versus against me, I will play my channel members, and I will play some subscribers. So make sure you guys are subscribing. Join as a channel member. Let me know that you want to play that weekend, and we'll hook something up. But for right now, that'll be it for this one, you guys. I appreciate everyone who pulled up. I think we had like over 50 people. We had over 60 people check out this live stream. So if one of you guys can subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But that's going to be it for this one. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next time in another new one. Peace out. Oh, wait, I clicked the wrong thing. In another new one, peace out. That's the one I meant.